Today, I want to talk to you about heart storage. That there are things that our heart needs, there are things that are important to our heart, there are things that um, we could use for our heart. And storage is something that is precious. We all need it, love having it, and could use more of it. We check the storage on our phones and on our computers, and making sure we have enough space for files and apps. We look at storage in our house, closet space, and what we could put in the garage. And then for those who have accumulated a lot and there's a lot of important stuff, we even will pay monthly to have a storage unit. And so we take into great consideration the storage of physical things, and my heart today is, shouldn't I take even greater care in the storage of what's placed in my heart, what's staying in my heart, what's remaining in my heart, what's residing there, and what's flowing from there. In Proverbs 4:23, Solomon says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for from it flows the wellspring or the well-being of life." And so we need to consider what is going in our heart, just like we would consider with all of our stuff what goes inside the house, what goes in the garage, and what needs to be donated. We need to consider what gets to stay in our heart, what is a seed, what is a promise, what is a truth, what is an encouragement that needs to be planted and blossoming and watered and growing, and what are the things that aren't precious, that are not profitable, that need to be discarded without a second thought. So I think that one of the things we need to do is say, God, what are your truths? What's your promises? What about your love am I receiving today? And what about the outside elements, the noise that I hear, the lies that I hear, the challenges and trials I face? What are those I need to kick to the curb, as we like to say? So we want to plant seeds, and we want to store the good things of God. We want to store things like affirmation, and we want to store truth, and we want to store hope. And we want to make sure that we are not allowing things like lies and accusation and rejection and insecurity and hopelessness and heartache to be stored in our heart. We've all gone through heartache, but I'm choosing hope over heartache. Heartache happens throughout all of our life. And I know heartache. As a child, when my parents got divorced, that was about as painful a heartache as you could ever go through. When I was in high school, my first girlfriend dumped me at prom. And then all these years as an adult, the Miami Dolphins have never won a Super Bowl. But all kidding aside, heartache is something we deal with, but we do not want the heartache to cause our heart to be weakened. We do not want the heartaches and the painful trials to cause our heart to be weakened, to cause it to stop beating, or even worse, to cause it to have a condition of unbelief. Our heart needs to be strong. It needs to be healed. It needs to be filled with joy. I love that Proverbs 13:12 says, "Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life." And I also love what Jesus said, John 8:32, "You will know the truth, and that truth will make you free." So, my friend, I want to encourage you as you go through your day, choose to allow good seed, perfect love, abundant promises, unfailing hope, they be planted, watered, and harvested from your heart. Let's allow the one who created our heart, the faithful one, to bring good things and to bring healing to the places of our heart that need it most. That is what heart storage is all about.